Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Civilization 6, playing as France, the Black Queen, going for a very unusual culture victory by not building a single theater square the entire game. Watch me forget and build a theater square. I'm not going to try, but that's the plan. No theater squares, guys. And now that we will probably get theater squares by conquering some other cities, that's unavoidable, but not by building our own. And we're not going to explicitly go for theater squares in other cities. We'll go for wonders in other cities, and if they happen to have a theater square, so be it. But I'm not going to go take a city just because it has a theater square, if that makes sense. There's no wonder. I'm kind of trying to avoid any other cities, although sometimes you have to take other cities just to, from a strategic standpoint, to kind of be able to, like, if we're going to go after this city, we might have to take MODDED as well. Possibly able to swing through. I mean, honestly, we can swing through here, but I'm just saying as an example. That's probably a bad example, but as an example, sometimes, let's say we had to go for Quilla. We might have to take MODDED to go for Quilla. Maybe that's a better example. But Quilla does not currently have a wonder, I don't think. So, not super worried about them at the moment. Congo's already at 128 science per turn. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. No, I am not going to give you iron. Iron is good for you, and I actually need the iron myself. Let's go for now. Ranged, maybe? I'm not going to put any points to it because I don't really care that much. Honestly, I'm actually kind of okay with making things more expensive production-wise. 4 right now. It's actually going to be cheaper production-wise, and it's going to be melee. So, good stuff, I guess. Alright, research. We do have the 2 resources. Let's get Celestial Navigation, start getting some harbors out. You are hooking up a plantation, and then starting to come down here to chop some stuff. And some really, really extremely good tiles. This is going to be a ridiculously good city if we can keep it. You're chopping this to give us even more food. You're coming down. Which one is it? I actually don't know which one we want first. Honestly, the campus is probably okay to come first. So we're going to come chop that tile. Skirmishers we have to be a little careful of. They're kind of scary.
People who cannot find time for recreation are sooner or later to find time for illness.
Oh, you know what? We're going to swap that in. I know we've already spent some time on that galley, but that'll help a little bit more. We don't do any settler right now, although at some point in the near future we will. We are doing a couple builders, though. Sure, that seems relevant. I think we've got all the first envoys out, so we're going to swap back to this. And I think all that looks okay. Drops down to 5 turns. Saves quite a few turns off of that, I'm sure. We're hopeful that we can finish defensive tactics without being declared war on. We shall see. You are just got to buy some time. Oh, let's go and do this. You're 13 turns away from being big enough to build a second district. But honestly, the Holy Site campus were probably going to be 2 good, strong, early districts for us. So I kind of want to build something else entirely. You did just build a heavy chariot, which helps us in that context. Another builder wouldn't be bad. Also, build a wonder. But not without chopping, apparently. What is the restriction there? Oh, it must be built on hills. We don't have any hills. Oh my goodness. Let's build a theater square. Just kidding. But I actually don't know what to build. And we always need more builders, but again, to lose usually, you know what, we're going to build another builder. Why not? All right, you're good, my friend. You're going down there. I guess you could do the farms over here. Sure, there's something else I don't want you to do, but we'll just do the farms. More farms are good. Plus, we have the thing to get us, what, 6 farms at some point. I'm going to put you on the road here, and you're just going to chill nearby. That puts us at 125. Are almost half of Congo, so I feel a lot better about our situation, although 2 of our archers are out in Timbuktu right now. Oh my goodness, a pikeman. Or sorry, man-at-arms. I always think of those as pikemen because they got the big pikes on them. What's the graphic for pikemen? Oh, it's that one. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. That one looks pikier to me. Temple. I think we're going to go straight for the temple. Get a big old chunk of culture coming in. Do I have any reason to hold on to you for anything else? I don't think so. I think just another farm is fine. If I move here, you're still safe because he has to go 2 turns to go through anything else. And then you can come to the woods. Okay, that's fine. 2 archers should be enough to deal with that situation. Although a couple crossbowmen would be even better. That is a lot of units, Valletta. Oh my. What do you want? Inspiration for recorded history. I didn't think you'd get through there. Oh, is that not... I saw stone, and I'm thinking in my head, that's a hill. That's not a hill, guys. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not. That's not a hill. Well, shucks. If we had faith, I'd buy another wall over here. We're going to go engineering to machinery. We're going to get us our crossbowmen. My friends want horses. You know what? We're going to say yes. Get all the money we can for things that we're not using right now anyway. This man-at-arms is actually going to be very disruptive to us. Really need to get this guy healed up, but probably the best way to get him healed up would be to get some XP. Do I just go right into the second galley right away? Honestly, since we have the boost right now, it's only going to take 4 turns. I think we do. Don't want walls because we can get those in other ways. Where would I put a holy site? Right there. Or right over there. But that's problematic. Or back here. I like that spot a lot. We just got to get rid of this stupid encampment. You know what? I think you can help over here, can't you? Yes, you can. Oh no, I looked at the wrong side of that. You can't help at all. You actually help more against the spearman, who's better against you. How does he have a man-at-arms? You know what? Another archer at this point. Goodness. You are chopping this, my friend. And you're going to go ahead and put your campus down in the range of the volcano, as you do. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to chop this other one. Mr. Builder, you're just kind of stuck for right now. I guess we'll come hook up that. This is a mess, guys. All right, there's our promotion that we were hoping for. Friendship expired. We're not, I mean, we're still fine with this. I think you immediately come over here, chop that out as well. We'll keep working on defensive tactics. It does give us another governor thing, which would be nice. We found somebody else. Nagazargamu? Land, combat, or support units are 20% cheaper to purchase with gold for each encampment district building in that city. Oh, wow. Wait, does that mean you can make them 60% cheaper, right? 3 buildings? Oh, I had you going over here because I forgot that guy still had a charge. You then can go... Actually, not sure. Honestly, we're probably going to chop this at some point anyway. Either because it's a hill or because we would put something on that. So I think we'll just chop both these tiles. Get our camps out real quick in a hurry. Don't get rid of my thing over here. Go away. I'm going to take Volok because I have a feeling we're going to get out of the city from time to time. Of course, you're pillaging my improvements. Y'all are not very nice. I just want you to know that. I'm just going to move you back into the city for protection. You're going to chop that. Although that is some of the only production that we have. But by chopping that, I could put a mine there, and then we could always replace the mine later. And then you're going to chop as well. Actually gives us another population. Drops that down to 5 turns, not bad. And opens up our spot for our holy site. Of course you pillage that.
One man's magic
He's going to say he's going to have a sliver of health left, isn't he? Of course he is. But he should be dead next turn. I mean, I'm just do something. Just I know what I want to build. I can't build it right now, though. So, all right, we're going to put our production back, but we got the production from the lumber mill. So all we lost is 2 charges of a builder. Arguably, it was more production than we got from the shop, but I think it'll still be okay in the long run. Oh my goodness. You've got crossbowmen.
defense is superior to opulence.
This is not fun right here, guys. And another man-at-arms. I don't think we were the ones that triggered this. Because I never saw a scout over here. And if it, maybe that's why we triggered it, because I never saw the scout. I suspect there's somebody down here that triggered this. And it's just coming after us. Oh no, it was the, it wasn't scout, it was a skirmisher. And he did get away. Nope, okay, it was us. It was us. Well, we're going to get another campus eventually. I mean, we are building it right now, but it's only going to save us 1 turn of science or of culture. All right. I mean, I definitely want to harbor pretty much ASAP because there's lots of benefits of that. Where are we going to be doing our most chops right now? I mean, we already did a bunch here, obviously, but we're about to do a couple in Toulouse. Right? Definitely one there, maybe something over there, something like that. So I think we move you there. We move Liang to somewhere. Maybe Nantes. And then we put Pangala there, I think. A little bit of merry-go-round here. Sign. Sign. And assign you there. I think that'll work. Could put a lumber mill here. That's not a hill, is it? No, just plains. I'm okay with that for now. We might again eventually get rid of it, but a lumber mill somewhere is going to give us a boost, so that's okay. Man. Should have built whatever the range ship is. The quadrime. Help us kind of deal with this mess. Especially since quadrimes are stronger against range units. I knew you were going to hit him. I mean, that's not a surprise at all. But I also figured he could survive. So, and he did. And then we can kill you. Alright, that works. We just got to get you guys healed up and then we can keep pushing. Although we're 5 turns away from archers, or from crossbowmen, and that will be a game changer for us over there. I would not worry about any of those units over there if we had crossbowmen. Alright, Builder, you're still kind of stuck, but this should be safe to repair that at least. About to get a bunch more culture from our temple. Oh, no, we're not. It switched to communism, or not communism, Catholicism, which is probably not anywhere near as good for us. Nope. It's actually pretty sad. I don't like Catholicism at all in this case. I mean, that's pretty good. We're not doing builders right now. This is probably okay. Yeah, that's really rough. We're not doing any more naval units as well. Yes, please. Very relevant to this current situation. We need to get whoever's in charge of Buddhism, please come. Who is Buddhism? That's I think that's Khmer. Khmer. It is. Come, please. Catholicism only has 7 cities, so yeah, please. You're doing better than he is. He just took over. I must have just swept through here. And that is Canada that's got Catholicism. Okay. Yes, please, Khmer, please. Khmer. Sorry. We're not building an encampment. Just not a reason. I'm not building the Watt. So, we'll ignore that. I do want to build a commercial hub, though. I do want to get the library, but I'm also going to go ahead and get the holy site first and foremost. Oh, it dropped away. Oh, they got rid of the woods. It's not as good without the woods. Was not thinking about that fact. That was silly. But it's still going to give us a +1 to our campus, and so it's still going to be useful. And +2 is not terrible. It's just, it was better. I forgot about the woods being the boost. The reason for that better. Oh, we have another governor title. I actually do want to get you up to where we can get at least another settler, maybe 2, without costing us any stuff. Alright, you guys heal up. And then we'll go out. We might wait until we get crossbowmen as well. I really needed to get you to go do something. I'm tempted to sneak you over here to get rid of the stone, because that's where we want to put... Or, well, technically there would be good too, right? That's not what I want. I want that. They're both +4s. This one's a slightly more useful tile to us, so I think this is the better one. We just got to get it protected, so... No, Builder, you're just chilling for right now. Now we're going to start making Japan mad once we start doing wonders. All right, we already got Susan there. We already got Susan with Johannesburg. We can get a guy here. I'll start working towards the shallow water. Or we can get this one. Get a little bit of growth rate in 2 of our cities. You know what? Why not? We'll take a little bit of extra suzerain stuff. Can we see the production? So you have 2 types if you count bonus or luxury. You have 3 types. Actually, you might have 4. I'm going to look for. Nope, just 3. You have 3 types if you count, you know, the fact that there's 3 different ones. Right? Did I say that right? So, plus 3 from resources. Is that what that is? In fact, we could test this real quick because I can swap one of these temporarily. Oh, it didn't change. Really? You have 3 from resources as well. 1 resource, 2 resource, and bananas. Maybe it just hasn't updated. Oh, there it is, 4. It just hadn't updated. I had to click away. So it is each unique type is the named, like sugar, maize, stuff like that. You should have. You have 2. You can have a 3rd one if I get the maize, but the maize is already being used by somebody who has that as a unique, and you can get maize up there, so that's fine. Your 2 for now is okay. You can get the pearls, and then Toulouse, you're also fine. You've got 1, 2, 3. It's worked tiles though, right? Or is it just improved? It's just improved. So we actually have a lot here, man. So Toulouse is gonna be really good, especially once we get that stone hook back up. Okay, no, that's a really good bonus actually. Now, Japan's getting some wonders, but he is not on our continent, right? So, not one we're planning on going after. Too bad Valletta's not, like, easier access. I might, if there was not mountains between us and him, I might borrow his units to help clear out this stupid encampment. Alright, let's get you a boost. Let's, oh, I should not have done that, because I don't think you're going to die, but that was dumb. All the same. I should have moved you back 1. Actually, 1 would not have been good enough. Oh, you might die with that crossbowman in there now.
Those who in quarrels interpose must often wipe a bloody nose.
Get some more horses and iron to sell off. But no, we need the barbarian stuff right now. Alright, so you're safe. You are going to just take a shot. Clear this guy out. No, we're going to take a shot on the crossbowman. And the reason for that is because by upgrading this guy, he'll be safer against the man-at-arms. Oh, 250 gold for that. What? Do we have the stuff to lower that? I think that's under mercs, isn't it? Yep. We don't have mercs yet. Well then. I definitely want to get one of these guys upgraded. Probably the guy that could get hit by 2 units. So expensive. Really need to be that to be cheaper. I could just play this out and wait till I can get the other thing. I think you could survive against that guy, so I think we're going to stay there. I could be wrong. Hopefully not. In that case, we want to get feudalism so that we can go for mercs pretty quickly here. I mean, sitting on all this stuff a lot longer than I meant to. We're going to have to advance. After we kill this guy, we're going to have to push out. I'm actually going to bring you over here. You might still be relevant in some form or fashion, especially if they bring another crossbowman out. You probably can face up against that slightly, okay? All right, we got to find out where Nider's at. So that's a big one for us. I do want to get an aqueduct somewhere. I don't know if it's necessarily here, although it's not the worst idea in the world. We're one turn away from being able to get the walls for free. Well, for holy. Faith, I guess. Sorry, I said holy. Faith. Get a swordman. Actually, not a bad idea. Still technically weaker than these man-at-arms, though. I think this is fine. Oh, goodness. Time flying. Oh! Just feel like I'm... Right when I was getting the groove of, like, the order of turns and what I want to do, I look over and it's like, oh, it's time to call the episode. All right, we're going to go ahead and call it there. Yeah. I do need to get an aqueduct. I think the aqueduct will come over here, probably. Maybe. One of these two cities. Honestly, maybe both, to be perfectly honest. But we will approach that next time. I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.